Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on a Hathron team here, and we're gonna have to try to Gale Force this one with the Crown team here because I am not mentally prepared. Saying that, here I am trying to Gale Force it because I don't really think I have any other team that can get through this. I want to say maybe I should have went with the Sita team. I don't know. The Lynn's kind of there. I'm just not thinking straight right now, so let's give this a shot. I think we can do something with Layla and Crom, and I don't know, maybe we can get away and then figure this stuff out as we go along. So yeah, this is the first match for today. Got 2 matches to play today, double day, and then I don't know what else. Let's see what's on topic. What's on tap?
Your orders?
Oh, right. Jeez. All right, so we started off by making a crucial mistake. Micaiah. So there's no feud or undefended here because Micaiah is here, and I don't have any additional debuffs here. Do not make this mistake. It basically means that you can't do the Layla thing. So the plan was to snipe Micaiah and then have Tana and Sigurd run around and try to break stuff. Maybe take out Neathauger, maybe not, I don't know. But we'd really ideally like to get rid of those 4 units in the front row there. And again, whenever you start reading skills, you know that it's already been, you've already made some mistakes. So yeah, the plan was to try to get rid of those 4 units in the front, and then, I don't know, try to trap
They will submit.
Athos, and then, you know, take it from there. But done goofed. I have goofed already because Layla can't do the Layla thing because Micaiah, and I have no additional debuffs on this team. Trying to recover here. I think I could probably pop a dance and then get rid of the traps. I'm 100% sure that the one in front of Micaiah is real since she won't live otherwise. And I guess either one of them for Neathauger, probably the second one I think is the real one. Not that it really matters, but I do need to get Micaiah is my initiation point. So I need to get that trap gone somehow. That's really why Layla is here, to step on these traps. Granted, her role could be
I'll do it.
what's the word? Replicated with Sharena, dual Sharena, but she just doesn't do damage anymore, so she got benched. Granted, I guess you could still make her work, Sharena, but yeah, she got benched for Layla. Layla already has a disarm trap. I don't use up. Well, actually, I lose less actions if I use Sharena. The downside is that Sharena gets stuck, whereas Layla will free that spot up with her lookout force. Yeah.
A festival.
And that will help me out. Trying to get as many buffs on Crom here as I possibly can. Tana here is a target. We're gonna get the +1 movements, terrain, and resonance blade, as well as some additional stuff. Let's see if we can get a KO on Neathauger with Crom at some point. If we can't, then I'll settle for being able to take out Sigurd. But yeah, Miracle Layla here, actually still working really, really well for offense. You know what I was actually thinking about recently is just that they have stolen Yuri's entire kit. Like Yuri, his whole foul play thing has been now, or is being now, passed out to Crom. You missed that? That's insane, bro.
Message received.
Oh, Crom misses the kill on Micaiah there. That's not great because Crom would have been the one that would have guaranteed, I think, would have been able to get Gale Force there. Alright, that makes it a lot more challenging. I don't know, but we do need to still step on that trap because that's my initiate. I could also have just broken the blocks.
I'll handle this.
I'm just not thinking here. I clearly didn't think this through. I could have just broken the blocks and gone up, but that would have taken a little bit more work.
They will submit.
But probably would have been the right call here instead of forcing my way through the middle. Yeah, these blocks should have still been unbreakable. Well, at least one of them. I don't know why they made... Well, I do know why. This was a toxic map when they made both of these blocks unbreakable, but they didn't need to nerf both of them. One of them would have been fine. Anyways, so yeah, they have basically stolen Yuri's whole stick with foul play, and they're just passing it out now to all the new dagger units. And it's all the rage because that's like one of the main problems of dagger units is that they, well, first off, they did no damage, so thank God that's being rectified with some of the new dagger units that we've been getting lately. And then secondly, they had no utility aside from just attacking, and you know, that's pretty much stepping on traps, and that's pretty much it. But then when you step on a trap with a dancer, ideally, or with a dagger unit that's you know, a combat unit, ideally you'd want to be able to move them out of that spot without wasting a dance, and the active lookout force is actually fantastic in filling that role. Maybe I should have brought, you know, I actually benched Shez for this week, but I probably shouldn't have. I benched Shez just because I couldn't figure out a way to fit her on a team with that's not it. I just wanted to use... No, Shez was on this team originally, but Marissa is now in that spot because bonus unit. Shez is normally my Neathhogger counter, but until Thor or Plumeria, you know, are back in the bonus rotation, it's going to be tough pickings here. You know, it should be Gale Forcing here. Oh, did she have guard? Was that guard, Micaiah? Okay, this is gone. This is going terribly. This is going really poorly. Did not realize that was guard Micaiah. I didn't check the skills there. Yeah, this is alright, how can we try to salvage this? Sigurd. Crumb. Alright, so we got movement. Break the block, maybe.
Message received.
Can't do anything about Neathhogger, which means we can't get to Lynn. I pretty much, worst case scenario here, have to get rid of Sigurd. If I can't get rid of Sigurd, it's GG's. And then also, I think I gotta move Layla. She's in Lynn's range, I think. Sigurd, 96. Krob, why are you dying? Why are you dying, Krob? Does he... Alright. Break this. And I can get Plumeria out of the way. And then Crom can potentially get Layla out of the way as well. So what I can do, last ditch effort here, we're gonna get Plumeria over here to safety, and then gonna give it a try. We're gonna see if the damage forecast potentially changes somehow. And then let's see what Crom can potentially do. We're gonna move some stuff around because I gotta move Layla out of the way. Layla being here is not working for me in terms of a potential escape plan. Maybe I should drop Quick Impulse on Crom here for an offensive seal. Like, I really needed it before Thor got her refined, but since Thor is around, maybe I could swap it for Blade Session.
A festival,
yeah, let's do this.
I'll handle this.
Oh man, the brave hits. 3. That's not great. um. Yeah, this is a loss, boys. This is a loss.
Your orders?
Crown missing the skill is actually pain. 96. Oh, he has. Does his adaptive damage work even in enemy phase? Because I know that Sigurd has adaptive damage. I think he might be hitting Crom's res, but still, 92 is a lot in retaliation.
Your orders?
Taking Doom was pointless, but I got nothing at this point. I got nothing. So the plan here was originally to take out Crom, and then I'd get an extra action, and I'd use that action to go back, and then take out Sigurd, and then go back and reposition Layla to safety out of Lynn's range, and then turn 2, see what we can do on turn 2.
Message received.
Which I don't think there would be much there, but we'd give it another shot, because I think on turn 2 what would have happened is Ather would have been closer to Neathhogger, which would have made her even more tanky, and then I don't know, maybe Lynn would have exposed, been in the front or something, so we could probably have gotten a kill on Lynn, but I don't think we'd be able to do anything to Ather just yet. I was really banking on Thor being able to take out Neathhogger. I was hoping that would have been the play, but we are not able to try because we die here. Sigurd. Yeah, let's just blow up Duma for what it's worth. Man. Duma would have broken our healing tower, but it's fine since it's a Gale Force team. But, man, yeah, we messed up on this one. This one is big rips. I should have went with the Sita team, I think. Because at least we have Neathhogger there. And Sigurd would have ran into Sita and died. So that's probably the game strategy that I should have went with. But I really didn't think it through loading this match up. So, yeah, big mistake on my part. But still, good defense. You got me there, man. GG's. Let's play one more. All right, let's try another one here. We're gonna use the Dimitri team this time because we got a freebie here. We're gonna go in and try to break through here with Dimitri and Claude. And what am I saying? Crom, and then from there we should get the pots and clear this map. Pretty nice, pretty simple. I want to say. Hopefully it goes well. I had to use this team because I don't have, which is so rare that I run into Brave Alphonse. I was pretty much thinking that he was, just done, washed, but. Yeah, for me personally, he's a problem to deal with because he's so tanky, especially with all of the mythic support. That is here, 1, 2, 3, 4 mythics, that's plus 20 HP. So yeah, he is very tanky, especially when partnered with Azoth, who gives just additional support. Make sure that he gets his makings of his makings of a king. I think it's his special. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure it out in terms of how to get rid of Alphonse. I'm pretty sure Dimitri can do it. We're gonna go in, put down the terrain, and then get another hit in. Probably even get triangle attack. That's the plan here. It's okay that Dimitri doesn't get the first hit or the first kill on Athos in one turn. That's fine. The biggest concern right now is the trap placements are actually insane. Like why would you do this? It is like literally right there. So I kind of want to do a reposition here with Crom, but the traps are in my way. I think I might just do it and be done with it. Worst case scenario, we just get stuck a little bit, and I can try to get out with a dance. But yeah, luckily I don't think Dimitri has a 25% offensive attack condition in his weapon. I think it's mainly based off the foe's stats and HP, so he should be fine even if he's at low health. If we step on the real bow trap. Same with Crom as well. I think these two actually are really good pairing, Dimitri and Crom. Oh, that's such a weird combination. Why would you do that with the traps? So the real two are both on the same lane. You want to...
Message received.
The thing is, if you're going to do that, swap them up, because you want to go over the traps. So you're going to reposition drawback or something, and that's going to place you on at least one of the traps. And I just decided to do both of them on this turn. Which is insane, but at least I would have gotten rid of it on turn 1 and then, figure out the rest from there. But to have both of them in the same place is kind of crazy. But let's do this.
Of course.
Let's get going. We're going to get the ice out of the way and then just break through this defense here. It's, you know what I've been thinking lately? The ice terrain is I think the weakest of the three. Is it 3? Ice, fire, stone, grass, water. We got water. Oh, so there's 5 of them. Okay. Yeah, I think the ice terrain is the weakest. Well, actually, no. I take that back.
On my way.
The water, the water terrain is the weakest of the 5, and then ice, close second place. The reason that I say this is because all the other terrains, they give stats or healing or something aside from just being there. And then the flame terrain inhibits movement, which is kind of the same thing that the water terrain does, but you can still warp over that. But I like the flame terrain because it actually inflicts chip damage in combat, whereas the water terrain literally just does nothing aside from it's just a puddle and you can't walk over it for some reason. Well, actually, I should probably double check that and see exactly what it does. It's because I don't use legendary queries like the worst. He is gonna get an insane refine and remix when his turn comes around, because he is just absolute garbage. Same can be said with legendary Guinevere. She's gonna be really good. She's gonna be Athos levels good when her refine and remix come around. Because she basically has the same tome and kind of has the same playstyle. The only thing is that she just didn't have the bulk and the offensive capabilities when she was released. But we see that it is possible with Athos, so I'm pretty sure they're going to go in that direction. Maybe she was a testing just to see how Athos would work and impact the meta in terms of the magic advantage, because that's what Guinevere has, but she just doesn't really have the bulk to survive, even though she has that magic effective damage or effective against them. So it just doesn't really work out for her. But for Athos, it actually does, because he's just naturally so bulky, and that's really what Guinevere wanted. But yeah, that aside, I think the ice terrain is actually really terrible. Yes, it can guard you in a sense and protect you from someone initiating.
Sounds like fun.
But
Why not?
5 versus 5, or how many of your units versus how many of your units, as long as you have 2 units available, someone can break the ice and then someone can go back in. It doesn't really inhibit, it doesn't really stop you from taking out the enemy team. It slows you down, yes, but it doesn't stop you from actually just
All right.
going into that fight. And it only slows you down from melee range. If you have a 2-range unit, you can still just snipe over the ice terrain. It's not a problem for you if you have ranged units that can actually get the KO on whoever the far save is. So in that sense, all the other terrains offer you stats or something in combat.
All right.
Except I don't remember about the water terrain. I can't recall right now. But yeah, the majority of them offer you some advantage or some HP swing, stat swing in combat that is actually beneficial to you. Especially the stone terrain. I think the stone terrain is the best out of all of them. Second place to this haste terrain. I really, really like this miasma terrain. It's very strong. But the stone terrain, I think, is definitely for defense. The stone terrain is the best, and for offense, I think the best one is this miasma because it really helps with stat swings. But then also, I would put the flame terrain somewhere up there for offense as well. It is very good, especially on Winter Edelgard and how many spaces it covers. Very, very good. Hopefully they put out another unit that has similar coverage with the flame terrain. Not as much as Winter Edelgard, but some type of block just like that. I think it would be really nice to get an ult of that. Even if it's on another Edelgard ult, I don't mind. I was very surprised that they didn't put it on this Valentine's Edelgard, because I feel like it should be an Edelgard thing moving forward. Flame Emperor, of course. That's where it all comes from. But yeah, like I said, if you have someone at tool range that can warp, yeah, big boy, get him out of here, get him out. I always have such a hard time dealing with Brave Alphonse. Especially for this season, Astra Anima season, I don't have any red units that can counter him, or green units that can counter him. I'm pretty much just dependent on Sita or double save to try to get through him. Yes, Neathhogger can do it, but you know, none of my teams are really set up to, like, let's say there's something else that I need to deal with as well as Alphonse. I don't really want to put Neathhogger out in the front lines just like that. She's not like super invested for me personally, so I don't want to do that. That's not like a strategy that I'd want to employ because she's also going to have to tank ranged threats as well. So you kind of want to split those roles a little bit, just because it's going to be so much damage coming her way that it is highly likely that she might die, especially because of no miracle or fatal smoke from Hathor, which is very common in the season. So you really don't want to be putting Neathhogger in that role unless you have two of them. Then I guess you could probably do that, but I don't. So I don't really have a lot of options when it comes to dealing with Brave Alphonse. So I was really happy to see that he was on the decline. But last SDS, oh my god, he was everywhere. And I got stomped by him. So I had to plan around that for this one. And then I'm also seeing him make a resurgence on defense for some reason. You just saw the other defense replay yesterday. Like, my god, what's that plus 10 beast doing there? But yeah, he's still like very tanky, and I think he's going to age very well because he can only get tankier, or he's going to get more offensive tools to make him hit harder or hit more than once. I think hitting once is really his biggest downfall. So with Marissa's support, he should actually be insane because that should ensure that he gets the great talent at least once. If he hits Sita twice, he probably will kill her. He is able to kill under, certain circumstances, but if he hits her twice, he will 100% kill. So definitely look out for Brave Alphonse, making a resurgence as we get more stuff that just make him better. But I'm really not looking forward to that. I was really happy to see him just be gone from the meta, but nothing lasts forever. He's definitely going to be making a comeback, especially once people start getting more merges. And I think currently he's just like really good in terms of tanking a lot of the meta threats that are like out there. So if you have your Brave Alphonse highly invested, it's not a bad idea just to give him a try, especially in a mode like Ether Raids that's so heavily dependent on HP, defense, res. I think it'll work really well in Alphonse's favor. And there's so many ways to set up terrain, which brings me back to my original point. If the ice terrain gave you stats as well, top tier. But since it doesn't do that, it's kind of mid, in my opinion. Even worse than mid. It's really bad. I don't really like it. I like it on Fjord because there's so many layers of it, but it's not that great overall, man.